Hi everyone, I'm Ryan at Marine Parts Source, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the basics of anchors and windlasses. And I've got a special guest with me here today. This is Harcourt Schutz. He's from Lippert Marine, Director of Sales there. And Lippert is the parent company of Lewmar, which has been a manufacturer of anchors and windlasses in the marine industry for a very long time. Harcourt, appreciate you being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit of the background with Lewmar. How long have they been in the marine industry?
Yeah, Lewmar's been in the marine industry for over 50 years. We started out as a sailing company with sailboat winches and deck hardware. We kind of evolved into just all kinds of accessories. Came out with windlasses, or started making windlasses in the 80s. And then in 99/2000, we joined forces with Simpson Lawrence. They were really a big player in the higher volume windlass market. So we basically merged the two ranges, and everything you see on the table here today is a result of that merger in 2000.
Gotcha. So if you've got an older Simpson Lawrence product, then Lewmar is a natural fit to upgrade then.
Correct.
Right?
Some of the products look very similar to the older Simpson Lawrence models we had back then.
So it used to be that you only found windlasses on larger boats, higher end stuff, but they've really become a more commonplace standard product on a variety of sizes of boats in recent years. Isn't that right?
That's right. Our sweet spot's kind of down to the 25 to 35 foot boat range, and the boat builders are putting a lot of these things on as standard to really try and improve people's experience on the water. You're out there on the day of the water with your friends, and some of which may not be the most experienced boaters. All these little things kind of help you can have a better experience and kind of be drama-free. That's the goal for the day. Everyone just enjoy the day and not have fighting with the anchor with all your buddies on the boat who may not know what's going on. So trying to relieve stress is a
make it simple and get back to having a fun time out on the water. So there's a lot of inexperienced boaters out there, and they get out there, and when they start to use a windlass, they may make mistakes. What are some of the common misuses or mistakes that you've seen people using windlasses?
Yeah, probably the biggest one is imagine a Saturday afternoon with all your buddies, and you kind of have a raft up of 20 boats. There's one anchor out, one windlass doing all that work.
Right.
Probably not quite within the spec rating for what that windlass was designed for.
Right.
And then when it's time to go home, hit the F button and dragging the entire raft upwind to get the anchor out.
Sure.
A lot more load than it was really designed for.
Right.
And then probably the second one is going to be once you get the anchor out and you're set up for the day, not tying the anchor line off. So the windlass is still kind of holding all that load, and as that raft out gets bigger and bigger, and the day gets windier. It's more load on the windlass, and it wasn't really designed for a constant load like that.
Sure. And you guys actually have some solutions for that as well, right?
We do. So obviously, you can use a chain stopper as a strong point for the anchor line if you're all chain, or a bow cleat. Pull it off the side, clean it off that way, just so there's a strong point so that the windlass isn't holding all the constant load on that
Putting all
anchor
the pressure
line.
on it. Yeah,
that's
that
correct.
Makes sense. So if someone's in the market for a new windlass or an upgrade, there's a lot of sizes and styles to choose from. What are the main types of windlasses that they might see?
So there's two styles. There's the vertical style, which is where it refers to the orientation of the drive shaft, which is going to be in the vertical orientation. And then there's the horizontal style, which refers to the drive shaft will be angled this way. This style here is going to be the motor and everything will be up on deck, where the vertical style, here's the motor here, it's going to be actually below deck, down in the anchor locker.
Sure.
Obviously, when you're speccing things out, the vertical style requires a little more space in the anchor locker. The motor's down there, plus the amount of gravity it takes to hold that line tight as it's being fed down in is a little deeper. So we require kind of 18 inches of fall between the line stack and the windlass itself.
Okay.
The horizontal style requires kind of 12 inches. It's only doing a half turn down the gypsy. It's kind of easier to push rope, as they say.
Okay. And by that rationale, I guess that these are probably going to be better equipped for like a smaller boat size, right?
Yeah, traditionally, we see that the style on the hot mid to high 20s up to low 30s. We do have larger horizontal windlasses, but they do grow in size up on deck. So traditionally, we see those with the trawler crowd or long range cruisers. So it's a much more utility piece of gear.
Got you. And as those do get bigger in size, that's where the benefits of a vertical comes into play, right?
That's correct. We do verticals up to over a 100-foot boat, and so those motors are all below deck. They can be quite large and strong, but you're not going to see them, so it's a little more aesthetically pleasing.
Right. The profile here is going to be a lot smaller, and it's not going to clutter up your deck as much.
That's correct. Okay. We do see these kind of also in the fishing crowd. We offer a free fall version where you hit the down button and it releases the gypsy and it goes down at gravity speed, which is a couple hundred feet a minute. So if you got deeper water where you need a more precise anchoring spot, that can lend itself to this style of windlass.
So in addition to the different types of windlasses, there's also a variety of sizes. How do you know which size you need for your boat?
Kind of as a starting point, we've got a great graphic on Lewmar.com website is kind of a starting point for where, on all the models we have. From there, you kind of go to what size anchor you have. Obviously, the windlass is designed to pick up that anchor. So, the size anchor you have for your boat is the initial starting point for mapping the whole system out.
Okay, great. And people can have a tendency to overbuy, can't they, in terms of, or buy too big for what they need?
Yes, obviously, the anchor, which is going to be best fit for the way you're going to use your boat, and the bow roll you have in your boat is kind of the best starting point. It's very easy to think, hey, I'll have a huge anchor at some point, but you got to be the reality of how you actually are going to be using your boat, and your everyday practices is really important.
Okay, great. So in addition to that, if someone's purchasing a windlass, they're going to need some other components in order to perform a proper installation. What can they expect to get with the windlass when they buy it?
So all of our retail-ready kits come with a helm switch, circuit breaker, and a solenoid. We also offer a range of accessories like a foot switch, which can go along with it as well. This can mount up at the bow of the boat, allowing the customer to kind of be more involved in the anchoring process when they're retrieving their anchor.
Okay, perfect. Well, Harcourt, you're going to join me for some other videos where we talk about how to do proper selection of anchors and rods and so forth. So make sure and check that out. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. As always, like and subscribe to our channel, please. And of course, if you have any questions about a windlass for your boat, you can call our ABYC certified experts at Marine Parts Source at the number below. And as always, you can find us online at marinepartsource.com.